A systems approach to health and safety. Systems approach to health and safety is not new. My mentor, Lars Larson of BCIT Occupational Health and Safety, class of 1988, where I graduated, talked about a systems approach towards health and safety, where you strive not to fix, blame. This is where the whole don't blame the workers when an accident happens approach originated from. A systems approach. If you blame workers for having an accident, they won't report it. And if they don't report it, your system fails and comes to a screeching halt. Systems consist of documentation, interviews, observation, and little details that go into making a safety program great. As I've learned over the course of 30 years in safety, the devil is in the details. It's the little things that make a difference, and how you react when the unthinkable happens is really a measure of how you are as a safety person and safety systems thinker. For example, a number of years ago at an oil service company, the workers put in a valve backwards when they were cementing a well. They cemented the well shut. This costs a lot of money, close to $500,000 to $1 million, to drill that well and re-cement it. And the nature of the beast was the managers were angry and they said, let's fire those workers because they ought to have known better. I was called to investigate, and I said, you can't fire, you can't blame. You have, if put them on leave, but don't fire them. Let me investigate. When I investigated, I found that in every district, workers had a slightly different way of inserting those valves. There was no formal training on how to insert the valves properly. How were they supposed to know how to insert those valves properly if they weren't trained in it? And you can't say industry experience prepared them, because a lot were new and a lot of veterans learned from somebody that really didn't know what they were doing. So I said, let's institute a training program on proper valve placement. If we had fired those workers, the managers would have felt good, but the system would have been uncorrected, and it would have happened again and again and again till somebody finally learned and was hit so many times on the head that basically they figured it out and determined the root cause and the appropriate corrective measures to take. So use a systems approach. Safety's coming around to it again, and it's about frigging time.